Engineering Advice and Services is a consulting engineering practice started back in 1996. EAS operates on a wide spectrum of professional services, primarily competent in the fields of civil and electrical engineering, with a focus on sustainable practices. EAS has been running off a 65 kilowatt Microcare Mini-Grid system for the last 4 years. We interviewed Gustin from EAS to find out a bit more about their experience with the system so far.
And I think load shedding for everybody was frustrating, and we couldn't afford the downtime. When we've got between 30 and 40 people in the office at a time. The load shedding, if you had for 2 hours, they'd be sitting idle for a while because most guys are computer bound, and the only guys who were able to work were the guys who had laptops. And the guys on desktops, our CAD office, they are on the normal machines that need electricity to run, and we couldn't afford it. Frustrating, and the different levels just made it that we couldn't just afford it, and obviously looked around for alternatives and see how we could do it. We initially first had a generator, which we used for quite a while, but then as load shedding just deteriorated and the levels just ramped up, it wasn't worth it in the end, and then we had to go for something obviously a bit more greener, which was a benefit, and then of course a cleaner energy. The machines we've got are sensitive. We can't have spikes in the electricity, and of course just to have a constant backup for us, which we could use. And getting off the grid was a benefit, but wasn't the overall aim of it. The aim was to be able to be productive 9 to 5. Yeah, we knew there were other products around. We just wanted the best. And, the Blue Novas that were around at the time, we wanted something that was going to be reliable with a number of cycles and that sort of thing. So did our homework, and obviously costing-wise, looked at it and then said, no, this is the way to go. There were some calculations in terms of how soon the system would be able to pay for itself. But that wouldn't only just be on the number of units we're saving and being off the grid. The cost of people standing and not being able to do the work, that adds up very quickly. And if you're just looking at the cost and obviously deadlines that need to be met, it just was a no-brainer. The return investment was about 3 years. Yeah, we would definitely want to stick with a local system. We've got a modular system, so if we want to replace certain things, we need to be able to replace it. We need compatibility, we need parts available. We can't afford long turnaround times. We need things to be able to be done as quickly as possible without too long disruptions, delays with batteries possibly, and that sort of thing with a non-local system. And I think that is the benefit of being able to just pick the phone up and have stock on hand to be able to replace if need be. When we go into municipal power on and off, we call it dirty power because it creates problems for us on certain machines, and therefore we prefer the solar energy because of the clean power, the sine wave power that we get from it. We pick the phone up, and before you know it, they're here to sort out the issues. Well, out of this system, I got one for my home, and many in the office have also got Microcare systems. So you wouldn't do that if you're not confident in the system and the benefits from it. So I would think that's the way to go.